Alright, so for those of you just tuning in, my name is Residence22, and today I'm going to be playing through some of my favorite levels in Kirby's Return to Dreamland. I will be doing Stage 2 of Level 5, this is Extra Mode, so it's the really hard one, and then I will also be doing Stage... I think it's like 5, as well as the boss. So, let me briefly grab my headphones and then we'll get started. New plan. Doing Nutty Noon Stage 3, then Stage 5 on the extra difficulty, and then I will take on the boss of the zone. This was the level I wanted to do. This is a remix of, I think, Grape Gardens or something from the original, which just brings tears to my eyes, god. I like the song, though, in Stage 5 too, though. There's really almost no songs in the soundtrack that I actually dislike. But this one is just beautiful. Soundtracks to me in a game are everything, and in this game they just nail it on every level. This is, in my mind, the perfect Kirby game, and just the perfect game. It even has excellent multiplayer. I don't think anyone has seen this one yet, so I'm gonna try and... Or I'll just kill him. Rip little caterpillar guy, it sucks. Oh, rip everything. No! This level's really hard because of the wind, but it's just really... This is interesting level design. I firmly believe this is interesting level design. This game also just, it has great controls too, it just feels really smooth. And the juxtaposition of the sunset in the background with the ruined castle and the earth just behind you. Well, it's actually playing a pop star, but... And the floating drinks. So cool. This game also has these little utility things, like this cannon, which does... As you can see, I'm being blown from side to side here. It does have a finite amount of ammo, and you can't stop shooting with it, so you have to make sure that you're careful with that. And then eventually it explodes. Good to see you, Scripter. Welcome to the stream. Alpha Lyra asks if you're playing with the controller or key... Oh, shit! No, I want the rock. I want the rock. No. I am playing with the controller on my actual Wii. The reason why it's in blistering 480p is because my computer... I really need to buy a new computer, and my computer has a lot of difficulty rendering these graphics. And I'm gonna try really hard to get this one, but I don't know if I can. But the secret, of course... Look at that statue. Miairo, okay. The secret is rock, of course. Nice. If you don't take rock, you can have a bad time. Nice. You can actually do it without rock, if you're that kind of guy. I have done it with needle before, but I don't recommend it. Look how cute those enemies are. How can you not be happy when you play this game? Ooh, nice. Really just trying to do the normal beam thing, but there we go. Because it passes through blocks. Henry the Fortune says, "You rock, Resonance." Thank you, man. You rock too, Henry. Oop! He almost got me. You could be any enemy in this game, would it be this one? No! Ah! Oh, and I accidentally spit my beam at him. Sucks. This song's also really pretty. Nice. Scripter says, oh, other than AOC, I really only play Nintendo stuff, so this is nice. I'm actually generally the same way. I'm trying to really figure out exactly why... I feel like this game just... I feel so happy when I stream it. I can't really explain it. There are so many... It's not just about streaming games I like to play. I think that makes something special as content, but... Something about this game. Maybe it's that I don't have to spend time explaining what I'm doing. The game is extremely self-explanatory, right? And I think that that allows my passion to shine through in the commentary. And that there's just a lot of nostalgia in this, too. I mean, we're all Age of Empires fans here. I grew up with Kirby just like I grew up with Age of Empires. I do really love to do analysis. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with me having to explain games a lot, but I like to explain the strategy, provide analysis, rather than, you know, answer questions on, like, what the hell is this, oh, I get it. Rather than, like, explaining the basic rules of the game, I like to do some actual in-depth analysis. No! Alright, no, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. What? Does this thing not go back down? Excuse-moi. Can I dip down through the middle segment? Okay, good. Ah! I will get it. Nice. Pizza's rip, keep practicing. I'm working on it. Our Forerunner asks, will you play Kirby Air Ride? If you want me to play Kirby Air Ride, I'd love to. I love that game. Also, it's one of my favorite soundtracks of all time. Thank you so much, Delta, for subscribing. Oh, my CLR browser actually works now. That is fantastic. And now I have shown you how to get all of the gears in this specific level. Not that anyone I expect will stumble upon this video organically and be like, oh, I just bought Kirby's Return to Dreamland for the Nintendo Wii. This game came out in like 2010, and I need to know how to get the gears in this oddly specific level. And hey, that guy's got a deep voice. Maybe he knows what he's talking about. I doubt that. If it does, consider me flattered. But really, we're just here for the music that... Oh god, the music's so good. And the jukes. See the way I puff at him? See the way I'm flexing on that guy? Right in his face. And Eyes Red says, well played. Thank you. That segment is hilariously difficult, but I did it finally. Bruce says, I played Age of Empires first in 2004 when I was only 6 years old and found out it was in-game music in 2014. Yeah, it's because the disc thing, man. This is one of my favorite little powers. Look how cool this is. Our Forerunner says, if you have a powerful enough PC, you can play Kirby Air Ride on the Dolphin. I am getting a new computer thanks to everyone's donations and support, so thank you. And again, I'm flattered that so many of you right now are watching me play things that aren't Age of Empires 2. Like, thank you. You're motivating me to continue producing AoE2 content, and you're also helping, in general, you're helping expose people from other communities to Age of Empires, helping grow that. I don't think we're exposing too many people from the, oh, nailed it. From the Kirby community to Age of Empires, but maybe we are. And if so, that's awesome. I know that I can name hundreds of examples of people from Pokemon, because I used to do a ton of Pokemon on my channel, and I will be doing more of that, who had no idea, everyone grew up with Age of Empires, and loved that game. But few people know that it's still being played and supported today. So it's just, reading those stories always such a joy. Alright, stage 5. For those of you who are in the chat right now, I need you to pick my powers for me. It's time to face all the mini-bosses in one of my favorite levels. This is so thematic, like you're climbing through this big tower, this ruined castle. Everyone in the Twitch chat, what power shall I use now? Tell me. Will it be fire, bomb, beam, or rock? Our Forerunner says, I'm pretty sure AoE 4 will be all the ages in one. I'm not, but I don't know anything about the game, so. Whatever the third one is. You want to see the beam? Haven't seen fire yet? That's true, you may not have seen fire yet. Oh, it looks tied. So what, I see 2 for beams. 3 for fires, though. 2 for rocks. 3 for rocks. Rocks OP, though. I'm inching towards fire. Beam's pretty cool. I haven't shown fire yet, so I'll show fire. Alright, Pete's the deciding one. Bomb sounds bomb? You could say the same about fire sounds fire. Alright, alpha letter... Alright, we got 5th on fire. Nice. Love this theme song. Hopefully this is bringing you all some nostalgia like Age of Empires does. Is this not awesome? Tell me this isn't awesome. Fuck, I love this game. No matter how depressed I feel, this game always makes me smile. It's just super well designed, right? Like these bosses, they fascinate me. They have a routine that is just varied enough, you know? The game teaches you mechanics, and then it really tests you on them. I'm also willing to do some of these fights without powers, but I wanted to show you guys some of the powers. You all know this theme song, right? Oh. See, and then he switches it up a little bit just to make sure you're paying attention. He jumped there. 2 can play at that game, buddy. Oh! See, they mix it up. That's so cool. And I'll take sword from him. Rage Master, you're looking at Age of Empires 4. Relic, so it turns out, wasn't quite familiar with what Age of Empires is, so they tried their best. You can see here in the bottom left it says sword, that's for knight. And I just advanced through the ages, which are now represented via doors in a large building. Honestly, it was just a miscommunication, but I mean, ultimately, Rage Master, I think you'll find that even though this Age of Empires game is nothing like the ones in series, it turned out to be really good. I think innovative is the word that I'd use to describe this one. I'm gonna die. For those of you who wanted to see me pick Rock, I got you, fam. But I think Rock's broken, so I'm only gonna use a little bit, and then I'm gonna spit it out for a different power. In case this dad will never play this, too much micro. You can only break the steel blocks with things like hammer and stone, among other things. A few other powers I'm not thinking of. I'm doing it for you, Dankmaster 2K. Sick name, by the way. Welcome to the stream, James Betted. Skirmisher Kirby, what trash? Oh, that's a reference. Oh, people wanted to see Beam too. The problem with Rock is that it has too many invincibility frames, so I would like to show off Beam a bit. Water is my favorite power in the game, for those of you who are wondering. Oh, this is such a sick remix. It's gonna eat me if I'm not careful. I can't really describe it, but there's just something about the level and boss design in Kirby games, particularly this one, that is just... you can see it. That is just so good. I have beaten the True Arena in this game, and I have beaten in most Kirby games. Kirby games are some of the few that I ever 100%. But I haven't played this game in, like, forever, so that's why I take so much damage. But that's what makes this so much fun, to revisit one of my favorite games of all time, and a game that is a sequel to my just top childhood game ever, Kirby and the Crystal Shards. Oh, it's just so sick. It's great. I consider this to be as awesome as revisiting Age of Empires 2, is to re-experience Kirby's Return to Dreamland. I like that I'm rusty. I think that makes it exciting. Detroit S, is this AoE 4? Yes, it is. As you can see, I'm actually in space. I joked in my Age of Empires 4 video that, for the reveal, that there's no way it would be Age of Empires in space. I thought that'd be super unlikely. And so it turns out, Detroit, I was wrong, and I was prepared to eat my words. This is one of my favorite mini-bosses. Look how cool this guy is! And I love his routine, too. The problem is I usually kill him too quickly, for you to really see what makes this guy an absolute sex maniac. Go get him, Dubior. So cute! Sometimes he mixes that up, though, and he looks like he only goes on the bottom, but... watch. Whoa! On the lower difficulties, he does not do the flip. I can do that too. I can do that too, buddy. Okay, this one has a really weird power. But if you mash the D-pad, you build up static electricity, and then you get to shoot it out in a ball like that. It's pretty cool. Demise Red says, nicest hat design so far. I agree. And the trick to getting all the gears in this level is to take the powers that they give you from the bosses. And then that penetrates through walls. So that's how you get that one. I believe you can also do it like this, though. Spark was one of those powers that was pretty... It wasn't nearly as exciting to me in the original Kirby's Nightmare in Dreamland. But I think that they have made all the powers infinitely more interesting. I love this game. Nice. You know what? I'm glad. I'm glad that you guys stuck around and convinced me to play a little bit of this one. And now I'm moving on to the boss. Our Forerunner asks, did you ever play Paper Mario? Yes, I love Paper Mario. The original Paper Mario is fantastic. I'm trying to... It's been a long time since I played the game. I believe the mini-boss theme in that game is awesome. But I have to double check. I have fond memories of that. Super Paper Mario I loved a lot. I know that was a game in the series that was very different than the other ones, kind of like AoE 3 is to AoE 2, but I really liked it. It was the kind of game that I'd always wanted. It wasn't really Paper Mario, but it was still so good. It was just a little easy. And Thousand Year Door, I mean, masterpiece. I think Duplex was the guy with the sick battle theme, right? In that game. Okay, so I'm gonna take on the boss of this area, one of my favorite bosses in the game. I said that a lot, but I just happen to like this game, and I hope that that's evident. This is a cool way to start a fight. You know, you're climbing up the tower, now you've seen me go through the castle ruins, the beautiful sunset backdrop, and now it's Age of Empires in space. For those of you in the chat, please let me know what power you would like me to pick while I grab a glass of water. And then we're gonna start a really, really cool boss fight. Actually, I'm going to run a straw poll for this, so we'll be right back. Alright, and I'm looking at the straw poll I just conducted to decide which power I will take to fight the boss of Zone 5 on the hard difficulty, and it looks like Whip has 56% of the votes, with Wing at 19%, Fighter tied for 19%, and Cutter at 1%. Alright, Whip it is. I really like Wing. I like Fighter. I'll showcase like a little bit about what those powers are about, but it's definitely going to be Whip. That was a landslide victory. Now let's do it. Normally I do this fight with Cutter, I think, but I've done it with Wing before. I don't know if I've done it with Whip. It's been a long time since I've played this game, but I love relearning it. I love the challenge. Thank you, Art Forerunner, for the 2 bits, by the way. I didn't notice that. This boss is sick. ABC Melanie says, I love the UI design. Oh, me too. This game's great. And here we are, grabbing the final ship part. Or are we? That's not right. This boss looks so cool. The Grand Doomer. For fun, I should really do this fight with no power. Maybe I'll do, like, the second phase with no power. Oof. If you don't kill the, projectile fast enough, it actually detonates. I love this attack, too. 10 out of 10 boss design. Except I've already taken way too much damage. You can expect this to take 2 tries, probably. Okay, he's gonna... Go to the bottom. The game definitely rewards you for playing well, as the bosses telegraph their attacks just enough, but boy do they punish you for screwing up. That attack, if you get hit by that, you are just dead. And it's hard to do this with Whip, because Whip is like no range. I really like Cutter for this one. This guy also has a really menacing boss thing too. Alright, I just gotta focus. goodness. I wonder how difficult it actually looks for people on YouTube, but I promise this fight's really hard. All the fights are extra hard. Okay, so I'm going to lose the first fight for sure. Consider this a warm-up. Haven't fought the Grand Doomer since, what, 2010? We'll see how low I can get him before I chip away at this guy. Oh, that's good. Alright! Gotta be real careful there. Let me know, by the way, if you'd like me to switch powers, but for now, I'll attempt to do it with Whip. Press F to pay respects. Alright. It's revenge. Have to get used to his routine. Oh, what? Oh, thank God it gives me invincibility frames there. And I don't have to watch the cutscene again. That's really nice. Good game design. So you can tell a boss is difficult if he's so menacing that he teleports everywhere. It's too powerful to walk. That duck. They just give you no health on hard. None at all, I tell you. If I didn't jump immediately there, I would have died. He eats you if you touch him. So it's not just that the attack has him jump out of the ground, but he also just eats you. I'm really going to struggle with this fight. But I'll try and do it with Whip for you guys. Oh god, I've become Crypt. Yeah, but Crypt doesn't enjoy the games he plays. Ah! God, that duck! Alright, well I'm at least going to get into Phase 2 this time, so now you can see what Phase 2 is like. You can actually die when he does that, which was really frustrating to me when I was much younger. And he killed me. This attack's also really cool. And this is when the fight kicks into high gear. Ah, jeez. I don't remember what attack that is. Oh, no, no, no! God! Alright. Would people like me to use a different power now? I'd be happy to, or I can continue using this one. Let me know. Press F to pay respects. Otherwise, I will try and defeat it with Whip. GG, well played. I got closer that time, though. It's a tough fight. Fighting? I think I'll do worse with fighting. Alright, I'll change after this one, then. I think I'll get it this time, though. I feel good about this run already. There's something that's really difficult in game design about communicating an imposing presence, and something that Kirby does really well is communicating, like, what a boss truly is must be intimidating in every aspect, right? And this guy is intimidating in the way he moves. So there's little things like that. Now, Magalore also does that too. They use a lot of miscellaneous little game design tricks like that to try and make things. He's also gigantic, of course. I need to not sit underneath him all the time because he keeps ducking on me. And that's just really bad. An egg. Oh, what? Yeah, after this, I'm switching to guys. Phase 2. Wait till you see some of the attacks that this guy has in Phase 2, though. Welcome to the stream, Octagonal D. I haven't seen you in a while. Oh, man. If you suck up all those like I did during my last attempt, that does a ton of damage to him. Oof. That was really close. I don't remember what this attack is. Oh, Jesus! Did you see that? Ah! What? That is a crazy attack! Alright, yeah, there's no way I could have done this one powerless. 7 years ago, yes, but now, no way. That attack is crazy! Whoever designed that's a madman. Oh my god, and he has the ice attack from the other Sphere Doomers, too. No, no! Oh! There's no way I'm going to win this one. We're doing it my way. We're doing it the cutaway. Tough fight. That's what I love about Kirby games. They're so... They start out so easy. Very approachable for little kids, for example. But they have all these insanely hard challenges in them in the end that are optional. Kind of like how Pokemon is ultimately a really accessible casual game, but happens to have an insane competitive scene to it that I think few people expect. And likewise, I think the making of a good game, Age of Empires 2 is extremely accessible as well. The base building aspect, it's fun to play Age of Empires just on a casual level. But it also has this just intense competitive side to it. It's ultimately really fascinating. So Cutter is an ability that I'm just more familiar with. I just like it. And it's really cool, as you can see, if you catch the boomerang, like, I can throw it above my... I can do this, and then I can jump over it. That's sick. That is sick. Thank you, sweet JP. Really appreciate it. Says, may this year produce as many memorable moments as the last. Well, thank you, JP. Really nice of you. By the time I post this on YouTube, it'll be like a month after my birthday, but the belated birthday wishes are just as meaningful. Thank you. See, there we go. So now, when I get better at this game, perhaps when I'm playing it more often and more Kirby games again, I will be able to beat this with any power or powerless. And I'll be able to do the true arena again. I just need to get back in the groove. It's a tough game. And a really hard fight. What a cool one. Basically, this is the boss that guards the last ship part that you're looking for during the game. Hey, thank you, Octagonal D, for the $1. Really appreciate it. And as well as the birthday wishes. Notice how he gets faster in those two. That's an attack. Oh no. Ah, I knew that would happen, and I took so much damage from that. They don't give you much of a window to jump there. There's an error on the screen? Thank you for pointing it out. Fixed it. Okay. And I've now fixed the error on the screen, I think, but I just realized that I just took damage because I don't have my display on correctly and I can't tell if I'm paused or not. 1 second. Oh, jeez. Disaster. Did I take damage there while I was switching displays? I probably did. Alright, switch to HDMI input. Okay, well, hopefully I didn't take damage. Well, I think I accidentally unpaused since my monitor was on the wrong input when I had to fix that weird bug on the screen. I did take damage, didn't I? Oh my god. That would be the worst way to lose. Death by 100 bits from Octagonal Dick. Disaster. Wow, that did so much damage. Oh, alright, phase 3. Honestly, taking that one hit was really, really bad. So... let's see if I can do it. It's nerve-wracking. Nice. Nice! This is my theme song! Got you! Hit the time it really carefully. Finish him! So satisfying. What a way to end a boss fight. Gonna get you. Got it. See, this is how you make an epic, fun game. I really feel like Nintendo just knows how to do that. Nice. And if you don't hit him there, you die. But I got him. I think, right? Yes. Nice. Ah, that was super satisfying. It took me a hilarious amount of attempts. I have defeated the Grand Doomer, and I feel great. GG. CJP, what did you get for your birthday? I got a new computer, which means that there will be no more Kirby in blistering 480p in the not horribly distant future. There will soon be me playing other stuff in slightly better quality. So yeah, I got a new computer. I got this Wii capture card, which I'm streaming off of now, which I can't really use because my computer has a lot of difficulty rendering a game that looks this good and just is this good. And as far as other things go, I ordered this thing called Stream Deck, which should hopefully help me have some more production quality in my live stream. Let me switch between scenes. I just need to ask someone to make me, like, some more overlays. SBJP asks, what games you got your eye on? It's a good question. I wonder if that 2D Pikmin game is actually worth picking up. It's definitely something on my radar. Splatoon 2 I've been playing a lot of. I don't know if I want Mario vs. Rabbids. It's one of those games that looks good, but I'm not sure if I want it. It's a really hard game to read. Like, I don't get why it exists, but the gameplay looks good, so maybe I'll give it one shot. What else am I looking forward to? I mean, there's like Destiny 2, but I don't think I'll play that. There's the new DLC for Rivals of Aether I'm excited for. I don't know. Super Mario Odyssey, I'm trying to think. There are a lot of games coming up that I'm pumped for. Adam says, if Warbagan is around, did you ask him? He helps men with his stuff? I might do that. I may also ask Homicidal Bear. He's pretty inactive, but he made me my break overlays. Oh yeah. Oh, Guild Wars 2! Thank you, Melanie. That's the thing I'm most anticipating is Guild Wars 2 Path of Fire and Pokemon's Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon are the most anticipated titles for me in the near future that I'm super duper pumped for. Oh, you're back, Cold. Welcome back. I don't really play CSGO. I'm pretty terrible at the game. But I think it's a really interesting competitive game, and I like it a lot. It's just I don't play it that much. Okay, so what old game would you like to play for the first time again? That's a really good question. Oh, jeez. An old game would I like to play again for the first time? I'm trying to think which of these had such a powerful impact on me, but... yeah, it might be Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright. No, it's Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon. I really regret not streaming that game. That game... I didn't really have much of an excuse. I was afraid that people wouldn't like it, but that game was just... I haven't had an emotional response from a game like that ever in my life. And I'm never going to be able to be that surprised by the game again. It is just really well done. I know that the game has its criticisms and flaws, but I thought that the plot was just great. So most of the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games, I mean, Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright is just the best game I could ever ask for as far as like fan service goes for fans of that franchise. It's just amazing. So those would be off the top of my head. I'm going to think of one later though, and I'm going to like wish that I said it, but those are some that off the top of my head, yeah. Yeah, just Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games. Jeez, so good. I do not have Legos made, dude. Used to play them. Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon is an absolute must-buy. By all stretches of the imagination. It's an absolute must-buy. So, okay. I think that's all for today's live stream. I did a ton of extra content today. So I'll post this on YouTube in the... about a couple weeks to a month or so. So keep your eyes peeled. I have a ton of stuff in the queue because I've been streaming a lot extra recently. Your support means a lot to me. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up and a comment on YouTube if you want to support the channel. It makes a colossal difference, and it's great that all of you stuck around to help me celebrate my birthday and also just watch me play games that really make me tick. This might not be anything like Age of Empires 2, but it's riddled with nostalgia, quality, and is a game that's so easily readable, and I think is just game design magic. And part of what I want to do is just bring that joy to other people that these games make me feel. Share that happiness with others. That's why I make these Age of Empires videos, is to make the game more approachable so people can see why I like it so much. And likewise, I hope that I encourage one of you to maybe buy Kirby Triple Deluxe or something like that. I think it'll blow you away. Yeah, Fire Emblem Advance Wars are great. I liked Command & Conquer Red Alert Turning to Fortune. It was really good. Thank you so much for the 1,000 bits, the $10 for my birthday. Thank you, MGK Spools. My pleasure, Cold. You are a surprisingly chill dude. I wish more people on the internet were like you. You really impressed me today. Seriously, you're a cool guy. And I'm glad to have you. It's also a pleasant surprise to see Octagonal D. I named my Super Smash Bros. 4 account after you, I'll have you know. I've been killing people under your name for years. Yeah, most people would have raged, Pete. Cold's it's a cool guy. Valkyria Chronicles is something I think I'd like a lot. Andrew Zero, it's a great suggestion. Definitely that and XCOM. Oh, Warcraft 3. I need to stream Warcraft 3. Sorry, Karis Claudine, but I hope to see you in the future. I would actually like to stream some League of Legends Rage Master, but meh, we'll see. Someday. I did some Countdown before. Toodles, everybody. And again, on the League of Legends thing. Doesn't make you a bad person if you like League of Legends, Dota, and Heroes of the Storm. You can actually like them all. It's okay. It's not a competition. And I do like them all. I will see you all next week. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody. Toodles. See you, Tech.